Hello there, and welcome to the Impact Zone podcast. I want to do a very quick one if I can. As we all know, I'm a bit of a chatterbox at times, but here we go. I am going to try to make this fairly short if possible. And of course, we are talking about Matt Riddle. I think people are perhaps making a bit too much of Matt Riddle coming in to fill in for Trey Miguel at this week's Turning Point event there at WrestleCade. I think that he was there at WrestleCade and they said, hey, let's bring him in for this thing. And basically, I think it was a one off. And perhaps it could lead to something more, who knows. But people saying that this is, going to lead to Matt Riddle being in TNA or featured in TNA and all of this sort of stuff, no. No, I don't think it is. Look, I haven't really got a lot against Matt Riddle, so I'm not trying to downplay the potential that he could come in or anything like that against some personal issue that I have with him or some whatever, like that sort of thing. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to, lower some expectations some people seem to have had since Matt Riddle did turn up in TNA there. I feel like that this was just a one-off. I think it was a bit of a favor and so on and so forth. So, and he just happened to be free, and they just happened to say, hey, would you, happen to, want to come and do this, and what would it take for you to do this? How much are we talking? And he, whatever he said, they said, okay, all right, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it, happening, and let's just do this thing. I think it was reported a little bit, I think, before this. I can't remember. I don't think we really talked too much about it, but it is whatever it is. But I just really think that there's a lot of people are making too much of this. If something comes of this, we'll wait and see. Because I think that some people are blowing this out of proportion and saying, "Oh, he's debuted and why, whatever, all this, and he's going to be on their next show or whatever." No, he's not. He wasn't on this last week's episode of TNA. Like, he was made reference to, I suppose, but it's not like he's actually been seen on TV since then. Perhaps he will be seen on TV, this week, but probably not, in my opinion. Again, I don't feel like that makes any sense to me from that perspective of saying, because they probably would. They don't. I don't even think they did any tapings there at the same arena. I think that, as I said before about that arena and the setup that they had there, it was like the worst TNA has looked all friggin' year, and it's probably the best that almost every other indie that was there looked that year. So, yeah, no. But anyway, still, from the perspective of, this guy is coming in without even saying, let's say who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. If this was just somebody just turning up as a one-off, I think that people can understand that, and perhaps there will be dealings later on down the road. Who knows? As I sort of say, you can never say never in professional wrestling. But yes, I don't think that this is Matt Riddle's debut. Technically, yes, it is his debut in TNA, technically. But as I said, I really feel that this is a one-off. It's not going to really lead to much. Maybe I will be wrong. I don't know. But I'm not going to get into the debate about Matt Riddle or his personal conditions or whatever. I think as well, like we talked about, I don't think we really talked much about this with W. Morrissey, but it did come up when W. Morrissey was coming into TNA. But W. Morrissey, he friggin' well put in the work, and he was on the indies for a while and doing his thing, and whatever. And he proved loyal and reliable and whatever. And then TNA gave him a shot, and he did his job, and he did his job well. He turned up and he did the right thing. If Riddle, you know, can do that, and I think has been doing that. Hey, why not give him a chance down the road? Again, I think that some of that stuff that some people sort of say about him and whatnot is a bit overblown. I don't know the guy. I don't know his position. I haven't talked to him or anything like that. I don't I don't know him from chalk or cheese, or whatever. But I know that there is some negative feelings out there with some people in the industry and whatnot. So, having had that, we don't have some of those people here in TNA. So, I don't think it'd be that big of an issue. Perhaps some people have an issue with him. But again, if somebody's coming to work and they say, no, I'm here to work and I'm here to be a part of the team, and no, I'm here to behave and I'm here to do the right thing. No, 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 no. I learnt my lesson and whatnot. All this sort of now reliable, or mostly reliable person like Jeff Hardy. We've talked about him getting multiple chances in his career when he's screwed up and whatnot. Yes, that's more for drinking and driving or drugs or whatever else it is, but still that is an issue that, they should be looking at and saying, hey, well, you've had a lot of chances, and hey, this is a different time, certainly, but again, it's not going to just go away. It's one of those things. But again, same thing here. I think everyone deserves a chance, and if Riddle can prove himself, then I don't have anything against him personally. As I said, I don't really know enough about the politics and whatnot, or any of the stories. I haven't really read that much into some of this stuff. I mainly stick to, TNA stuff anyway, or just stuff that sort of crosses my path. Sometimes see some stuff, but not enough stuff. But still, yes, not totally against it, but I just think that, as I said, there has been too much made of this, and perhaps it hasn't been that much, but I've seen a fair bit of people saying, oh, what's he gonna do, and is this a blunder from TNA, and blah blah blah, and all this. No, we don't know. And if it turns out well, then people won't even say anything. They won't retract that and say, oh no, they they have a handle on it, or whatever else it is, or he's working well and he's doing the job, or whatever it is, and he's showing respect and he knows his role, or whatever. No. They wouldn't do that because they don't care about real journalism. They just care about the same bigotry and the same boring talking points that they've been talking about for years. They love to just be proved right on the same talking points that were only relevant, maybe 10 years ago or whatever it was. So, no, that's no longer relevant at all whatsoever. So, yeah, no. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. You guys can obviously let me know what you guys think as well. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys will join me again in another one.